Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am filming a Get Ready With Me today while I talk about postpartum, specifically postpartum depression, anxiety, baby blues, all of that. I know some talking videos just get monotonous, if that's how you say that word. So I figured I would just talk while I get ready, so that way it's not just me sitting here talking. And I don't know why I'm nervous. I don't even really know where to start. I have always been like an anxious person. I've said this in one of my other videos. I've always heard about postpartum depression, anxiety. I didn't know how it would affect me. So I don't know if I'm gonna sit here and just, let me like finish patting my face because that would be a lot. I think leading up to delivery, I found out I had gestational diabetes at 25 weeks. We went on our anniversary trip to Gatlinburg and I ate so bad. And I did that on purpose because I knew when I got back I was going to have to do the sugar test. I don't know if I spoke it upon myself, but at the beginning of my pregnancy, I told a few people, I was like, I just feel like I'm going to have gestational diabetes. I don't know why, it was just an inkling. Not all my inklings are ever right. Fast forward to 25 weeks, found out I had gestational diabetes, and it was like a punch in the gut. I wasn't expecting it, even though at the beginning of the pregnancy I was like, I think I'll have it. It just still, I guess, hearing those words. And it's not like it's the end of the world. A lot of people, it's very common, a lot of people have it. But mentally, I blamed myself. I started Googling things that I shouldn't have Googled. So I was becoming very fearful of what it would do to my body, like to Ivy. It was Thanksgiving when I found out. I was supposed to get in with the endocrine, but they didn't schedule me to come in until after January because she was out of town. So for a month, I tried to manage it on my own, and I was losing weight because I just really wasn't eating anything, like any carbs. I loved pregnancy, it's a blessing. But when I found out about the diabetes, and until I had her, looking back, I knew I was not myself. It was just a struggle because I felt alone, isolated, alone, even though I wasn't. I got into some groups that they were gestational diabetes groups, so that helped a lot. I feel like I'm rambling. Anyways, I went to the endocrine at the beginning of January. Everything I heard was the diabetes will go away as soon as placenta is delivered. Everything goes back to normal. So that's what I was hoping for. And I was like, you know what? I can do this for 15 weeks if I went all the way to 40 weeks. She told me that she believes that I was an undiagnosed diabetic. So before I was pregnant, I was a diabetic. I was not expecting her to say that. Whenever I got back in my car, I just sat there and bawled my eyes out. I couldn't even call Hunter. I asked him not to call me right then because I was just processing. Of course, they had to go over the risk factor. Instant mom guilt kicked in. I felt like something was going to be wrong with Ivy because of me, because I didn't know I was a diabetic and all these things I was saying that she was telling me, you know, if it's unmanaged, that can really cause problems in babies, all this stuff. I beat myself up and I just mentally shut down. So from that point on, I feel like pregnancy flew by because it was a constant, just, we got to get through this so I can make sure Ivy is okay. Because I just felt like something was going to be wrong and it was going to be my fault. But as you can see, I have a healthy baby, so turns positive. Met with a dietitian, a nutritionist. We tried to manage my diabetes with diet. That didn't work. I was on insulin and I was checking my blood sugar constantly throughout the day. With insulin, my diabetes were controlled. It was great. I wasn't gaining a ton of weight. So baby was looking good. I had to get ultrasounds weekly to make sure everything was okay. At that point, I was going to be scheduled to be induced at 39 weeks. That was the plan, to be induced at 39 weeks just because I was on insulin. However, near the end of pregnancy, I got gestational hypertension, so that's when I was induced. I went to my appointment on a Monday and I was induced the next day. It was a lot near the end of pregnancy, so mentally I was already exhausted. I just feel led to talk about this. It's something that I was embarrassed about initially because I felt like that it meant I was a bad mom, that I just didn't, people would think I didn't love my daughter. And that is far from the truth. She is the best thing that has ever happened to me, second to Hunter. A lot of people would reach out and ask me how I was doing, and I just was very honest. I've always heard, just to speak about it and get help when you need it. So I did, and I'm so glad I was honest with people. And it was a lot of other moms that had reached out, and a lot of people have went through it, and they were like, I know exactly how you feel. It's, do not feel guilty for feeling this. It doesn't mean you don't love your baby. I mean, you've got to think our bodies took 9 months to create this perfect baby, and then just like that, your body is just trying to jump back to how it was before your baby. So that's a lot of stuff happening. And, as a new mom, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I've always heard people say it comes natural, and it does to an extent. It comes natural, the love you have for your child. I've never really changed a lot of diapers, so all of those things, changing diapers, learn sleep pattern, feeding her, sleep, all of that is learned. Being sleep deprived on top of feeling just overwhelmed with how to be a mom, your body healing, all those things, it was a lot. So I could tell whenever I got home that I just felt very overwhelmed. It was just inevitable for me to feel the way I was feeling. At Ivy's 2-week checkup, they gave me a depression questionnaire, and I have a best friend who told me to answer those questions completely honest because she wished she would have had. So having that in the back of my head made me feel better about answering the questions. Questions were just asking, I can't even remember, but I answered honestly, and I knew, I was like, this is pretty much me recognizing that I really do have a little depression going on, anxiety, whatever. I got home, and then I got a call from the doctor, and they said, hey, just want to let you know that you failed, so just let you know we'll be in touch with your doctor, and they should be giving you a call. So I think that just made me have to swallow my pride and realize it's okay that I'm needing help here. But anyways, I guess I will. I've always been not one to take medicine for things. I mean, I didn't even take the Tylenol throughout my pregnancy. I started that medicine, and it took about a week or so to kick in, but when it did, it made a world of a difference. So a few of the moms that had been reaching out and they knew how I was feeling, they were constantly encouraging me, and a few of them, had gotten help, and whether that's medical help, just support groups, whatever, just don't be afraid to get help, because at first I was, and I'm so glad that I was open to getting help. When we first brought Ivy home, I did not even want to change her diapers. It stressed me out so bad, but it's not the fact that I couldn't do it. It just made me so anxious. I just didn't want to, I don't know. And so Hunter changed all her diapers. He was so very supportive. Speaking of Hunter, he's calling me. Hi, baby.
Hey, Mom.
Oh, I'm filming right now. I love these FaceTime calls. They're just in the other room, but I love you.
I might be a little hungry again.
Okay, hey, there's that bottle on the coffee table you can give her.
I don't want a bottle, Mom.
Okay. Love y'all.
Love you.
Okay, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, Hunter, he's been great. He was great. Anyway, so he took over. He became the mom, and I was just by his side watching him, observing, and I would ask him questions. I was like, so how do I do this? How do I put this onesie on? Or everything stressed me out, and just, I was so full of fear. I didn't want Hunter to leave the house. I thought if he left the house, he was going to get in a car accident and die. I just thought something bad was going to happen. No matter what it was, I was so anxious, crying all the time, all day. I would hold her and cry because I loved her so much, and I was questioning, why do I feel this way whenever I have a perfect little baby? I didn't understand. So then I would beat myself up that I even felt any kind of way. Oh, it was a lot. I'm really taking a while on my makeup because I'm just talking. A lot of times people only talk about the good part about being a mom. Like on social media, you see all the good things, you know, you see people fixed up and the cute pictures and they just look like the perfect little family. I do feel a lot of the people like I'm following or moms, I'm seeing a lot more honesty on social media, so I think that's a good thing. But a lot of times I feel like depression, anxiety, postpartum, like the baby blues can be masked because a lot of people might feel like I felt initially. You know, you just want to hide from it because you don't want people to think something of you, or like a lot of people are probably watching this and don't even know that I'm on any kind of medicine. A lot of my family don't even know, so it's just something that I've been embarrassed of, and I shouldn't be because I'm glad there's help out there. So now I'm 7 weeks postpartum and I feel like a completely different person. Obviously some days it's hard, you know, medicine don't fix it, but it's helping me be able to, first I've come to terms with it and I'm able to be honest with how I feel. Brought me to the point where I'm okay to ask for help. I know, you know, whatever, like reading in the word helps and listening to worship music helps me. And before I got help, I didn't want to be helped in a way. I just didn't have the motivation to be helped, if that makes sense. So many other people who have gone through this, and it's only for a season. And if you need to talk to somebody, send me a message on Instagram because that's where I will message you back. If I could give any words of advice, it would say, don't be embarrassed. Give yourself grace. Don't be afraid to ask for help. There is help out there. And like I said, whether it's just talking to somebody, because just my people knowing what I was going through and them constantly checking in helped so much. Sometimes I cannot talk and put on mascara. But I just wanted to make this video not to bring any kind of negative vibe if you're pregnant or want to get pregnant, to scare anybody. I just think that this is for just to be more aware and just to know you're not alone. You're a good mom. Your baby still loves you. Because I was so scared that the way I was feeling, Ivy could tell how I was feeling and she wouldn't feel loved by me. That is the enemy, girlfriends. Where is my little brush? There it is. Nobody is a better mama to your baby than you are. I hope this has encouraged some of y'all. And maybe this isn't annoying, me just putting makeup on and patting my face. But some of the things that were helpful for me whenever I was feeling just so funky, just getting outside is very refreshing. Even though I didn't want to, I had to make myself because I would have just laid in my bed or the couch, you know, unless I had to get Ivy. Getting out of my hospital attire in a way, like my robes and nightgowns, and putting on actual clothes, putting on a little bit of concealer and mascara, just whatever would make you feel a little bit more confident. You have to do what's best for you so you are a better mama. I think my look is complete. I hope this camera's in the right place. My lips have powder all over them, so I'm going to this is one of the days I'm trying to feel good about myself so I feel better and I get more done. I just feel more productive, you know? Not being vain or anything. I just feel more productive whenever I feel like I look better. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you are a new mom or an expecting mom, I just felt led to share, and even if it just helps one person, then I have done what I was supposed to do. So thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all next video.